Hello toasters, and welcome back to another art video. So today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Last time I did a sketchbook tour. This time I'm going to be making an OC, kind of inspired by Drawing with Waffles. If you've seen her channel, how she draws and she talks it. I've always wanted to do that, so why not try? And today we do have an inspiration, and that inspiration is cicadas. If you don't know what a cicada is, they're like a bug that comes from the ground, and I think it's every 17 years or something. They come out in certain areas of the United States. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, and they just hang around for a few months. So today I'm gonna be just trying to draw an OC based off of them. I have reference pictures here from Pinterest. So let's just get into it and start by drawing a cicada, I think is best. So here are the three colors I chose that I'm just going to be sketching with on my Pinterest. So I see they can be a lot of different colors, green and stuff, which I'm excited to work with. The ones where I am are mostly just black and gray and have beady little red eyes. But I see I can experiment more with color, which I'm excited about. But first I just want to draw a simple cicada to start us off with. Using these pictures. I mostly just draw humans, which I've talked about in my other sketchbook video. I don't know why, I just like drawing humans, but that's okay. So I'm not really the biggest fan of cicadas, if I'm being entirely honest. I don't know where I got this inspiration from, but I was just even though I don't like them, maybe I could try and do something to make me not be as afraid of them. I'm not really afraid of bugs, if they're chilling, but I don't like that idea that they can just jump on me at any moment. It scares me. Even butterflies. A while ago my parents took me to this butterfly thing in Niagara Falls, and I was so scared. Not because butterflies are scary, but just of the fact that they could jump on me at any moment. It was just, I was not the biggest fan. But sometimes it's good to use that fear and try and create something good. I'm not sure if this exactly is looking like a cicada, but I'm trying to do it best I can using the pictures. Doesn't look like they have little wire, they have little antennas there, they have little front paws. I'll draw some paws, legs. There we go, he's kind of cute. And then it looks like there's a little head separation. Trying to get the basic lines, and then there's some patterns and stuff, but I think that's best to do. Let's make this a little bit more harsh. Okay, and the one thing I left was the wing design. That's something I'm definitely going to heavily incorporate into whatever OC design I do, but their wings are so intricate, like a butterfly, a moth, a fly. So I definitely want to try and use that when creating this OC. I'm thinking of trying to do a half human, half bug kind of deal. Never really done that before. I have lots of fantasy people, but they're mostly powerful with magic and stuff because it's more in my comfort zone. Bugs and creatures like this aren't really, but it's good to get out of your comfort zone when drawing. Lately I have been watching a lot of Drawing with Waffles because she posted a return video, and I was so excited. So it made me really want to start drawing and start showing people what it's all about to do art. Because this person I met, and we were pretty close, was talking about how hard it is for them to do art because it just deflated them so much, and art should just be such a positive thing for people. It breaks my heart to hear that they're having such a negative time with it, so it makes me want to draw more and be art's supposed to be fun, and if you're not having fun, then you shouldn't be doing it. Well, I guess you still can, but you shouldn't do it just because other people want you to, or even if it's your source of income and you're just not having fun with it, what's the point? Because art should be about joy and happiness, in my opinion. And that goes for like all forms of art. Like I also, I play the flute. I wouldn't do it if it didn't make me happy, because it's not an easy thing to play an instrument, but it brings me joy to do it, which is why I do it. Bruh, this does not look like a cicada, but that's okay. It's good inspiration. We're doing our best. He's a cutie little bug. I'm gonna draw the red eyes that I see, the ones near me. And I think that's a cute little starter sketch just to like get us jumping into the mind work of cicadas and stuff. So let's like actually get into trying to design an OC. So I have had some ideas, but I'm not entirely sure. Ew, this picture I'm looking at shows cicadas with red wings. Give me just 1 second. I want to try and like almost orange. Ooh, that's cool. I really like this color palette. It's what I'm getting from this image that I'm using right now. Like grays and then like pops of color red. It's kind of giving like villainous. Cicadas are also like, they have a really tiny brain, and my mom's always like, they're so stupid. So I'm like thinking maybe like a himbo type dude, but he's also like a villain, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think it could be cool. Let's get to doodling before I'm already getting excited. I'm thinking definitely a man. I do prefer to draw women, but I like when I make characters for some reason, like they're usually, I like prefer to make men characters, but I usually draw women. I don't know why, but I do have about 50 men, well, 50-50 men and women characters, not 50 men characters. That would be insane work. Okay, I just have a little face right now, so I think I want to add like those head antennas, like maybe up here. I think that could be cute. And the beady red eyes, I was thinking of like trying to do human eyes and something, but I think I might just go all out for like bug eyes. It looks silly right now, but we'll get to it. What kind of, do I want to do hair? I'm thinking hair, maybe just like something straight, long, and down. I haven't made too many men OCs with long hair, so I could definitely do that. For some reason, like, I'm like thinking of like the Valtori from Twilight, like one of their characters has like long hair, and he's like stuck in my mind for some reason for this character. I do not know what the correlation is, but it's fine. You know, maybe we could do like little pom-poms right here to mimic the spikes. That could be cool. And then like it goes down. And the spikes, I mean like the wings, you know, I don't know why I called them spikes, it's fine. Patterns kind of on its body, on its wings. I kind of want to like mimic that, maybe on the person. Maybe we could do like going up, like mimicking the cicada's face. Let's just fine line this and see what we got. This is just like a really basic sketch. Let me do some coloring and see how I feel. Let me just color in the neck. Now this marker has like red on it. You know, I don't hate that though. Let me, this isn't my favorite design, but I don't completely hate it. I think I'm gonna color in the antennas black just to finish it off. I think there's definitely more that can be done, but there we have a basic head sketch. I think I'm gonna do like a little body, like little down here, and see what we can get off of that. I'm definitely gonna change this, but it's good to like start the little body action to figure out what we want to do for that. Usually when I draw these kind of bodies, I just draw someone standing like straight up and down with animal crossing hands, like big circle knobs, just so we can get like colors and stuff. I like the big broad shoulders. And I think I'm gonna make them pretty tall and like lanky. This is obviously not stellar anatomy, but I just like want to get a basic like feeling for him. So first off, I know for sure he's gonna have wings because like he's based off of a cicada. He's obviously gonna have wings, but they're gonna be like draping down. Usually when I draw characters, they have like normal like fairy wings, but we can do like something like that. That's pretty cute. There'll be a more intricate pattern on them, but right now we're just, you know, sketching. I have no idea what to do for the clothes, honestly. This is kind of terrifying the more I look at it. Let's draw the hair, because I think I like the long hair. I like long, spiky, just like down. Just like a thing in the middle. You know, it's kind of giving the changeling queen from My Little Pony. Maybe that's my inspiration. Dude, the wedding episode of side tangent, the wedding episode of My Little Pony, not the new one. I forgot, Friendship is Magic. Oh my god. Peak. Literally, This Day Aria, peak songwriting. Maybe that's where this inspiration comes, because the changelings kind of do remind me of cicadas. Except their wings are like crappy. They're like beaten down and stuff. Maybe I'll give him a little smile this time. Okay, we have like that. Now we just need clothes. Let me go to, I have a Pinterest folder that I like have outfit inspo from, so let me see if we have anything that pops my mind. Most of it is like modern day outfits, so I don't think he's giving that. Ooh, except there's a girlie has some fingerless gloves on. I kind of like am digging that, like sleeves up to here. Like that's kind of cute. I kind of like that. I also want it to give villain, so I want to do something darker, but I also think I want to do something kind of CUNTY for this dude. It's kind of giving cicada because of like their bodies. Like I could do something like that, like, and yes, this is still a dude. Dudes can wear corset tops. It's pretty cool. Yeah, like, see how it mimics the body? Like, that's kind of sick. I kind of like that. How do we feel? Okay, I'm gonna assume you guys like it because you can't talk because this is a video. He does need pants. I do want to give him pants. I'm not feeling a skirt, really. Maybe some kind of boot. Like some tiny little boots down here. Maybe they're like spiky. That's kind of cute. Kind of like the spiky boots. You know, I didn't even think there's multiple legs. He has 4. Maybe I could do 2 sets of arms. I don't know. That's like a lot for me as someone who only draws humans. I kind of like just the basic human legs and arms. Okay, we need something for down here. What can we wear? Maybe just some basic pantaloons. They're like, then they like peek out. Do a little, maybe an, what's that called, a waist thing to mimic the cicada's body more. A necklace. That's kind of cute. You know, I don't hate it. Let me overline it so I can get a better idea of what it looks like. And then let's just do some basic coloring. Oh, let me get the lines on his face. Trying to decide if I'm just gonna do the whole body gray, or I could do some color separation. Maybe I do more lines here. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty cute. Let's work on the wings, I think, more, and decide what we want to do for those. We can just do a rough sketch. That looks very silly, but that's okay. Sometimes things look silly. So we have like a kind of boring design up there. I think I'm gonna do circle. Just kind of ball in here. I'm not the best with designs, but more just draw pretty women. That's kind of fun. That's not bad. Maybe I could do like more inside. Yeah, I kind of like that. What do we think? I think there's too much open space here, but maybe that's a good. I do like this line down the middle. Maybe we should do, I like the triangle on the shirt, so maybe we could mimic that with doing a triangle here instead. Could do like, ooh, yeah, I like that. Ooh, yes, I think that's good. That's kind of cool. We could do a little line. Not perfect, connecting them. I don't know, it's a little basic, but I kind of like it for how it is. I like all the little lines in it too. We could just like add some of that. Like, I like the pencil sketchiness, so I might just do that on the actual wings. I'll do 3 up here because they're smaller. Is this gonna cover it? Let's see how it looks with the color. I think it'll look a lot better on him than it's just like here, but I don't hate it. I think we can try that out. Let me do some harsher lines again. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. This is all for fun. Sometimes I forget that. As I was talking about earlier, drawing should be for fun. Any art form should be for fun. Once it stops being fun, then life loses a little bit of its color, and we don't want that. There we go. I kind of like that. What do we think? I like these two for this guy. I like his little boots, his gloves. I think I might for his hands, like, I think I might do like pointier fingers to represent like that. Maybe just like 3 fingers. Represent the 6 legs, like 3 fingers on each hand. We can do like nails. Ooh, yes. The gloves are just like, maybe there's a pattern on the gloves that like, it's kind of like the wings, like triangles. Like he loses some of his humanity with the fingers, which I like because he's like looking very human with just like wing add-on, and I'm trying to like get out of that, like, you know, be like, okay, yeah, for the hands I think I like that actually. It's kind of like mirroring this. It's going back to the cicada. What else do we want to work on? Oh, the hair, I dropped the little, I wonder if I like it better or worse without that. I think we need to go to the next page. We've run out of space. That's okay. I want to do like a final big sketch of him before I end the video, but I also want to dabble in his face some more before I do anything. I want it to be pointier. I forgot about that. I do like the pointiness of it. The hair I had in the first image, but with the new colored, because this colored hair is, I think, throwing me off a lot. I don't know. I think I might like it better without them. Let me try and color it and see what I think. Speaking of which, I can hear the cicadas and a very loud bird outside right now, so sorry if you can hear that. Cicadas have been relentless this season. Actually, fun story, one of my cousins who I babysit, you know, cicadas have a very short lifespan. Like, they come out of the ground, they do what they need to do, and then they die. And my cousin, who's 10, decided that she didn't like that. And she saw one dying, and she helped it out, and she gave it new life. She nursed it back to health for, like, the time it took, and I'm just like, okay, girl, you're so sweet, and that's, like, so kind, but it is gonna die in, like, a day. But, like, she's a kid. Like, you gotta teach her empathy. So I'm not gonna be like, don't do that. I just hope when I go over to babysit again for them that no cicadas are in the house, because no, thank you. Okay, I can't believe I still like the red eyes. The red eyes are, like, so different from something I normally draw, but what do we think? You know, I just don't think they add anything. I think I am gonna go without. They're, like, fine, but they're not giving anything. So I think I'm gonna go without the hair puffs, or whatever you'd like to call them. I think we have mostly what we need. I think I'm gonna try and do, like, a big drawing of your boy. So let's do it. I think we have our final doodle here of Mr. Cicada Man. Not sure exactly what to call him, and I might do more to like fill up the page later, but for now, this is our doodle from Getting Sued Cicada to Cicada Man. I like him a lot. I think he's pretty cute. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first like draw with me video. If this gets views, I might do more. Even if it doesn't get views, I might do more because it probably won't get views, and that's okay. But thank you so much for watching.